Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is 12 minutes till 9 a.m. Eastern Time on FOMC Day. Uh, Finally here once again. Uh, and also, we're going to have Google or Alphabet now, Facebook or Meta, and Microsoft. I guess Microsoft's the only one that didn't change their names out of that group. So, as we look back at yesterday's session, right, we opened right at the top end of the iron condor, right? We fell back down to about the midpoint, rally up to the expected high of the day, come back down, check the iron condor, try to get up above the toss one day expected move, and then into the close, we just had a little bit of a retracement to get back inside of those expected ranges and positions for the day, right? Not a lot to see, not a lot going on. Um, Come up just short of 635 yesterday, 634.68 in the Qs. We got up to 688.91 in the SPY and 69.11 in the cash market. So today, with it being FOMC, it would be, a disservice if I didn't open this. You can get this from the CME group. This is nothing I do. It's all them. But, basically a 99.9% chance that they're going to cut a quarter of a point today. And then, basically another quarter point on December 10th is what's priced in right now. And then you have to go out as far as my calculations, you really have to go out until June of next year before you get another rate cut after that. We'll see what the pricing changes, and I like to look at over 75% of a probability, not just 50%. It seems to make a huge difference, and it's a little bit more accurate of a read. So then, as we look at where we're at, right? We flashed up into another all-time high overnight. Not a surprise since we are on in that look above and go from this 6-week consolidation, right? Friday was the look above. Monday confirmed it was a go, and Tuesday a little bit more of a go, and then we'll have to see what today is expected to be a volatile session. We'll see if it actually is or not. Uh, so as we look, we're above yesterday's close and high of the day for the Nasdaq, but not really so much anything else, right? And as the NQ was printing a few salmon run trades last night between 4 and 5 o'clock Eastern time. Uh, the Dow was printing underwater trades, so a little bit of a who's your daddy there or whatever. Uh, but we will see the ES is holding between value area high and yesterday's high of the day as well. And then as we look at positioning for today, right, it's really wide. So you know. It doesn't mean we're going to have extreme volatility today, but it would not be surprising if we did. Uh, you know, with this being 99.9% priced in, what they do is not going to be a big thing, right? As far as expectations go and meeting or beating expectations, it's a little bit of what they say. But let's face it, we all know this is just an algo party, and it's a party for us day traders as well, uh, with some volatility. So, after 2 o'clock, you should definitely lighten up your size. If you're in any of the prop firms like Take Profit Trader or something, remember you have to be flat out of your positions at least 1 minute before 2, and then it's not until 2:01 that you have to be flat. It's until 1 minute after all the news has come out. So wait till at least 5 minutes after 2 if the news looks like it prints at 2 before you start trading again. You don't need to be in that big of a damn hurry to hit it again. And to be honest with you, as unstable as some of these platforms are, I would try to be flat at least 20 minutes before two, so you don't screw yourself if you have to be flat before at 159. Right? Just go grab some coffee, do a reset, walk around wherever you walk around, come back and at 203, look at the charts, and don't start trading again until 205 at least. And then again, remember after the bell we got Alphabet, uh, Meta, and Microsoft. So lots of movement. Microsoft, and all these can report anywhere between uh, 4 and 4:35, right? I don't know exactly when they report. Some of them have started shifting a little bit after the window. I think some of them have been asked to not report at least until after uh, 4:16, after the index future index options settle for the day, but it doesn't mean that they will. Apple's been the only one that's really well known for not letting people have that convexity at the end of the day, right? They report it at 4:35, and they're going to report tomorrow with Amazon after the bell. So we will see what is all included in there. For the cash market, it's really wide open. There's really not a lot to hang your hat on. For the SPY, 690 to 700 is a range, with 696 as a bump in the road, and then to the downside, 680, 675. 675 should be your floor, but if you get below that with a rising VIX, you could see 670, 671. My guess is we really stay. We closed yesterday at the SPY at 687. We're currently trading 688.89 right in here. So my guess is the majority of the trades stay between 683 and 693 today for the SPY, and then for the Qs, right, a little bit more juice always in the Qs. You've got we're at 635.50 right now after closing at 633 basically. Uh, we'll see right now. This call wall for the day was 635, but you can see there's a lot of gamma for the week at 635, 640, 640, 546, right? 630, all in here. So my guess is for the Qs, you're going to stay between 623 and 640 for the most part, maybe 641. We'll have to see. So with us currently trading 635, that gives you about 200 points to the upside potentially, and basically around 600 to the downside potentially. So we'll see if that where we go, but look at, you've got to break each of these majors, the $5 strikes. You've got to break those with a rising VIX to do anything, and you could just get some real shakeouts. One thing that would be nice, in my opinion, is if you shook out for the week, right? So uh, you could get a move down. We'll have to see if yesterday's low is secure, but it will be if you take off the extended trading, right, and just look at the bell only trading where the majority of the action takes place, getting back below 25,775, that would be your shakeout, and I would like to see a little bit of a close between 25,600 and 800. Otherwise, if we don't see that today, we're just marching up to 7,000 on the cash market, right? So we probably have about another 90 points to go over yesterday's high to get there. Uh, right? Since yesterday's high in the cash market was 69.11, right? You have basically 88.7 points above yesterday's high to get there, and that's where the huge gamma is. Uh, Looking at where we're at in overnight, right? We come short of that 635 yesterday, so we crossed over 635 on the Qs today. That is your call wall for the day, but I would not put a lot of weight into that because you got a lot of gamma up at 640, and you could see, 640 or 650 is the, equivalent to the cash market 7,000. So 650 in the Qs and 7,000 in the SPX is really the major large gamma targets. And again, those targets are for the end of the year. We've got 2 more months to get up there. So could we see a pullback first and not get all the way up there? Uh, More than likely. And there is some gamma about 10 to 15 points short of that. So uh, if you get, for whatever reason, if we get up to like 69.85, 65.90 today, you should, in the cash market, you should just be calling it out. And, even if the futures do the 7,000 print, you'll want to see if there's any sellers, because there are some institutions that sell options on the futures as well. It's not as big of a market, but it is there. It does exist, and that is a big round number. So I really don't have anything except for, you know, try to be out. If you have to be flat at 2 for whatever prop firm you're trading with, get out at 20 till. You got, 20 minutes to resolve issues. If you should always know how to log in at least 2 different ways, right? If you should be using something you can log in on a platform and something you can log in on your phone. If you have internet problems or whatever, turn off your Wi-Fi, use the phone. Make sure you're completely flat, no orders pending, all that horse shit. And don't screw around to the last minute to do it, right? And then give it a few extra minutes after all the news comes out before you start trading in. That way there's no questions. I hope this helps. You guys have a great day. Should be a great afternoon. I'll be around on and off all day today. Uh, and we'll look and see how this goes. But expect, we've had slightly more volatility overnight tonight, but it's still resting on the Qs in that 635, and then you can see the cash market, right? It would be equivalent to coming down and holding 6,900 uh, is where the support resistance has been in the overnight session. You guys have a good one. We'll see what Jack's looking at next.